everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Debbie. This is my Crafty Dan, and I am working in my bullet journal that I started for 2023. This is the first time I've ever done a full year in bullet journaling. I did a little wee bit at the end of 2022, just for a couple of months, to kind of practice up and see what I liked, and nothing's set in stone yet. I mean, it really isn't. I'm still not sure of what my style is going to be in here or what's going on. The only thing that I'm sure of is that I like this calendar style at the beginning of each month, because I like to have a nice full calendar. So I drew this in before I started. I did this, and the next 2 pages that I need at the beginning of each month are the dates for the month, so that I can put in what my posts are on my YouTube channels. So those are the only 2 things that are set in stone. So that's why to save you guys the bother of watching me draw all this out, I just did it. Now, if you want to see how I did it, you can go back to the January prep, because it's exactly the same grid. Exactly the same grid. So for another month, I am going to use this. To make this just soft and romantic, because I'm not an artist, I can't draw. I mean, I do very limited sketching. And I got this washi tape just recently. You can go and see my very first ever haul from the washi shop. And this is one called Frosty Rose, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to use this to decorate, and there's like a yard before the patterns start to repeat, so there's a lot of stuff to use on here without repeating the same image over and over again. So I am going to use this to decorate. So I know I've got my scissors, because I know that I'll probably use this somewhere on a date to put something down. But I'm gonna cut here. So I'm gonna cut these pieces out on this washi tape, and I'm gonna use it like planner stickers that you just have to cut apart. So I have it has bits, like very, very few little bits of yellow in here, but it has blush pinks and soft, like salmon pink, and it's got purples, and there's just hints of a purpley blue in it. It is really, really fabulous. But all these little fern bits right here are going to just go down the side of my page and my monthly. So I'm going to start by putting just little bits of color all up the side of the page. Maybe I should leave this one because it's a little bit of a rose. And I'm just going to go through here and cut some of these images. So I've got this beautiful piece of fern that I can use. I'm going to put this one up here. And the thing that I love about washi is that you put it on the page, especially on this cream colored paper that I have in this bullet journal, and it just disappears. Like, it really does. So if you're new to my channel, on this channel I have kind of decided that this is going to be the channel for paper crafting, planning, and journaling. And I'm going to keep it to that on this channel. So if you're here for this video, then you're probably in the right place. And I do hope you enjoy it and that you'll decide to stay, and you will subscribe to my channel so that you can come back and watch some more. And there, isn't that pretty? Just little bits all up the page. So this one is kind of separate from this, but I'm going to leave it on here like that. But I'm going to take this little wee leaf off the bottom because it kind of looks out of place in that grouping. So these washies are really, really pretty. Just really, really pretty. So like that. Now that one's, there's a little bit of paper there. I'm just gonna nip off because I don't want it hanging over the edge. So I'm gonna add a little bit of rose to this. There's, where's the first? I think I'm gonna put a little rose on the first up here. And I'm not going to use this one right away either. I'm going to set that one aside. Gosh, that's a nice big one. There's some beautiful, really large images here that are absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. There's a really cute one right there. So I'm going to take this image. And the other thing that I like about the idea of using washi like this is that with a Sharpie pen, you can just write right over. If you want to put something in, you can write right over the edges of these. If they stick over into a little bit of a space where you don't want them, you can still write on them. So I have this really gorgeous bit right here. Now before I do this, I'm gonna just zip back to my birthdays, and I'm gonna start putting in some birthdays because there's a few birthdays in here. So I'm gonna take my pen, my Sharpie pen, and I'm gonna write in on the 7th, Ethan's birthday. And on the 15th, Angelique's birthday. I think I've got 2 more. And on the 20th is Griffin's birthday. And on the 22nd is Floyd's birthday. There. So I know where I don't want to cover over so that I'll be able to see it. Now I have this beautiful image and I'm going to use it. I think I can trim a little bit more off of it though. There. So I don't have anything down here, and I probably won't have anything down there. So I'm going to put this beautiful, beautiful piece probably right here. How am I going to put it? Yeah, I don't think it really matters which way it goes. So maybe like this. Gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? I love this washi, guys. You can tell, right? And because this is washi, so let me take this up. I mean, I stuck this up here just on the off chance, but I have a better idea, I think. So I'm just going to add this right down here because I have this really big image right here. It would be really pretty to take this off right here like that. We'll keep that. We don't want to lose it. And to take this off And we'll use it somewhere else too. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. So yes, I'm gonna put this big piece up there. And I'm gonna take this, and then I can just go right over top because I can see right through there. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, so that's there, and then maybe just a little bit more. And I'm gonna try to kind of fill this in coming up and around this corner. Winter's just hit here. In February, where I live in Canada, is typically my coldest month of the year. February is the most wintry. So having winter florals is really cool, actually. So I'm going to use that one and this little bit. So I'm just going to cut out a bunch, and then I'll come right back and I'll show you where I'm going to put them, because you guys don't need to sit here while I'm cutting out a bunch of florals. Okay, so I've got all these little bits cut out. I'm just going to kind of move them over here to this side of the page, and I'm going to put the ferny bits down first. I'm going to take this piece because it's a little more substantial, and I'm going to run it over here to kind of fill up that extra space, because February only has 28 days. There's this kind of a couple of days blank up here, and then this big blank spot down here. So I'm trying to fill that. So I'm going to put this little purple bit maybe just here, and just off the edge here another little flower. There's one down here that's part of this grouping, but there's a little space right up here that I think maybe not, maybe there. And this is such a pale purple floral. Like, you can hardly see this. It's such a pale floral. So just over there, and then I'm going to add these pinks. So I'm going to add one more of these pink flowers, just so, there. And then I'm going to just take these littles, these other three teeny tinies, and I'm going to just pop them in. So it's not much different than just using stickers using this washi. There. So I'm going to turn it around. You guys have been watching me upside down for a little bit. So I'm going to turn it around and let you see what it looks like. I think it's really pretty. So that's my month at a glance. So the next part that I'm going to do, oh, there was one more thing that I wanted to do. I'm going to take this grayish purple, and I'm just going to go over my February. I don't care if it stays on the lines. These are teeny tiny little lines, and I just want to add color over my letters. Like that. So now I'm done. And you know, that makes the world of difference because it's brought this color right up to the top of the page now. So this is a perfect color. These are the Crayola Super Tips. This is a perfect color to use. So I'm just going to leave this one out. Now, I'm wondering if I want a little bit of a darker purple at the top here. So I may go with this. There. When I was writing my numbers out, I didn't realize till I was right to here, and I realized that I'd missed a number. I went from 19 to 21. Like, I have no idea how. So I had to white that out and do it again. I'm going to, I won't use all of this on these 2 pages, I'm sure. And this is too much because it comes all the way up to here. But if I turn this, okay, I'm going to take this one and I'm going to make a nice straight edge right here, so that I'm going to put it in. I want it to end right there because I need to write on that line. And I'm going to go over to the other side and use the other half of the sticker right over here like that and take it right to the edge like that. And if I take, it's too much this way, but if I do this one here as well, there, I'm getting quite a little pile over here. So I have this little grouping right here. I've used that one before, so I know I'm starting to get back into where I was before on the other page. But notice I haven't started using a duplicate until I moved to a new page. So there's a lot of stickers on these rolls to be able to do this type of a spread. Here, I like this page. Okay, so that's how this page turned out. And then the next page that I want to do, this is the page that I typically do for my wellness. So I keep track of only a few things in my wellness in here. I tried last year doing a wellness journal, and I found a wellness journal is not for me. So basically this is what I'm doing. I'm putting a focus. I'm trying to write my results. And I'm doing some boxes for my weight and a little bit of a journal page. So that's what I'm going to do again. I'm not going to do that same exact style. This, I've decided that I want to use my washi in here, and I'm going to use this here. I'm going to trim it first. I'm going to trim it down, and I'm going to almost fussy cut this as close to that pattern as I can get. There, like this. So I'm going to use a little piece of washi just at the top here, like this. Just this box, like that. And I'm going to put February Wellness in here. And I'm going to write on this with my Sharpie pen. So let's hope this works. February Wellness. And we're good. No smearing. So Sharpie pen on this works just fine. Because I have that there, I want to just put this right up this side in the bottom right hand corner, because it's beautiful. It's just that explosion right there of color. And then I need my boxes in here. So I'm thinking, because I need 4 boxes, so I have these little lines and I have 4 boxes, and put them right on the lines. I want them where I want them. So I want them right here like this. So I'm going to use these and I'm going to make 4 boxes. And I'm just going to do that by going in these 2. And I'll do this one. And then these 2. And this one. And then I'm going to skip a box. And I'm going to do I did that wrong. I'm going to have to white that out. Darn. And I was thinking really hard on it too. I'm going to white that line out there because I want these to be boxes like this. This is supposed to make it easier for you. And I can't even remember to not put a line in the middle of my box. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I'm concentrating on what I'm going to say to you instead of actually what I'm doing. So I wanted it to look like that. I just put the date and what I weigh, and I weigh myself every Monday morning. I don't weigh myself any more than that. So if I find a smaller bit, that one right there will be pretty. So let's trim it out a little bit. There, and that kind of makes that a little bit bigger than there. I wonder if I can rearrange it a little bit. So let's take this back off. It should come off easy. That's kind of cool that I wrote that on here, and I can just peel that off and replace it. I'm going to put this in the center. Like that. A little bit more like that is how I want it. I don't mind that that's written on an angle. I wanted this to be kind of straight. Then I'm going to take this one and cut it in half and put, and then I'm just going to border this here like this, and then over here like this. There, I like that better. I like that better. So that's all I really need on this page, because I need all the rest of the room to write. So, but I'm going to put monthly focus here. There. So I'm going to flip to my monthly, And Monday is the 6th, the 13th, the 20th, and the 27th. And then I just get to put my weight in. I could still draw that center line in those if I wanted to. Let's see if I can. So do that one. And then I don't have to put white out in here. And I can make it look like it wasn't a mistake. Oh, there's always a way to fix something. That's okay. I'm good with this now. And it doesn't look like it was done by accident. So that's my wellness page. Not much to it. Not much to it at all. So I'm going to, if you go over something that is written fairly small with a big, thick marker, it's okay. As long as you can see the original underneath it, because it looks like it's just shadowing behind it. So I like that. Also here, I actually like doing this. I think it's fun. It looks kind of cool. So I've got that. So there, I have my wellness page. Let's flip back to the beginning. So I have my full month at a glance. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So I have a place I can post all my YouTube videos on both of my channels, and I have my wellness page. So that is my monthly prep in my bullet journal for February. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Let YouTube know you're watching. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and do that now before you leave. I would really appreciate that. And until the next video, bye-bye for now, everyone.